your JV partner to get to the next level. If we weren't at event right now and we were talking on a webinar about JV partners, I'd be speaking about Facebook. I would be talking about Insight and Power Chat. I would be talking about Insight Marketing Forums. Does everybody in here know what the Warrior Forum is?
Alright.
Whoever doesn't, write it down. Warrior Forum. One of the best places in the world to get free marketing knowledge. One of the best places in the world to learn copy. If you want to buy products, I don't normally buy a lot of products in there, but I read every single sales page. I download every single sales page. So the Warrior Forum is another great place to find a JV partner. You can find them anywhere. Obviously, you want to make sure you're targeting of who you partner up with. Because you don't want to, let's say you've been marketing for like 3 months or 6 months, you start to develop quite a bit of value, you know how to do specific things. You don't want to start off with someone who's been in a week, who really doesn't know anything. Yes, it would be nice to help them get to the next level, but at the end of the day, they're going to hold you back because they're not on the same level that you're at. You always realistically, ideally, want to partner up with someone that's either on the same level or a little bit higher. It's the same in sports, it's the same in everything in life, right? When you partner up and you work up with a different pedigree, that brings you up onto a different pedigree. So now that you've found a JV partner, what are you going to do with it? Well, the first thing that I would suggest is list syndication. So basically, and this obviously works best if you have 10 leads, 20 leads, any leads already. You match up with someone who is the same level, the same leads as you, and you say, hey, I know that I want my list, my partners, my friends, my family members to get the best quality information all the time. Do you want to blast my list with a blog post, with a piece of content, with any information that would help them get to the next level? Because I would like to do that for your list. Now, let me say this, JV partners never work if you're scared. JV partners never work if you're still operating from a place of scarcity. If you're still thinking, well, I've just spent $50, $100, 10 hours to generate these 10 leads, why would I want someone else to market to them? Having that mindset will only get you one place, and that's growth. Having an abundance mindset, knowing that the people on your list will let's make a demonstration. How many people in here, just raise your hand, you don't have to say aye, are on more than one list? How many people in here have bought products from more than one person? Absolutely, we all do. Buyers are buyers. Don't be naive thinking that this person's on my list, they're not on someone else's list. They're going to buy. You want it to be from you. They will buy from the person they see the most benefit in joining. Right? Right? You guys are here because you see there's a benefit to come and learn from Lauren. There's a benefit to come and learn from Layla. You guys are here knowing at the event there's a benefit to being here. It's going to better your life. Exactly the same thing inside your online day-to-day business. You want to fill your noggin, the space between your ears, with so much value that whenever you open your mouth up, even if you're nervous and stumble and fumble, the shit that's coming out is still awesome content. The stuff that's coming out is still connected to people. It's still powerful because you just have this jargon out there. And the only way to do that is obviously by daily audios and reprogramming yourself. And guys, we're going to go all over today. We're tangent all over the place, and then we'll come right back to where we should be, what we're talking about with JV partners. So now that everybody knows that you cannot be scared inside of your JV partnership, you have to know that even you meet up with your partner this weekend, and they have 20 leads, you have 20 leads, and you blast each other's lists for each other, it doesn't have to be to an offer. And I will tell you right now, do not blast. If it's a partner you meet at this event, do not blast the Power Network directly to that person's list. Why? But why else? They've already seen the Power. What's the point of showing them the same thing? If they haven't joined now, you're just hammering them with a dull piece of information. You need to give them something new. So my suggestion, when you're first starting to get going in this JV relationship, list syndication stuff, would be to blast your email to that list, but make it be a blog post. a Power Network blog post, something of values, a story about you, a video, an article, some piece of information that when that list, that subscriber comes and reads it or watches it, says, oh, that's pretty cool. Robert just told me something. Dave just talking something. And I would even be more ninja. I wouldn't even have a call. Now, you'll never, not never, you'll rarely ever hear me say this. I wouldn't even have a direct call to action at the end of that post. Why? Because the first time you want to introduce yourself to that person, the last thing you want to be doing is like, hey, nice to meet you. You want to buy my shit? Right. It doesn't work like that. Just in real life. Let's pretend you go to a party, Christmas party, or a holiday party, and you're out there meeting new people. Do you go up to that person you just met for the first time and ask them a really inappropriate question or ask them out? Absolutely not. You need to develop that language, that communication, that connection first. It's the same shit, the same mentality online. The first time that person comes across your website, comes to meet you, you want to be introducing yourself in such a way that A, they're interested, they want to hang around, they think you're cool, they see a benefit in joining you, but more importantly, so you're not pushy and salesy. Once you develop that relationship and you develop the buyer's list, whew, I love that term. When you develop that buyer's list, then you can do different things with that list. So right from the get-go, I would, if I was starting all out again and didn't have, whatever result, I would go out there this weekend and I would find my JV partner, whatever level they're at, same level we are, a little bit more, and I'd say, hey, I'm going to do a blog post. Now, you guys better be picking up on this. I'm going to do a blog post about how awesome this week's event was. I'm going to do a blog post on one of the nuggets that I got this weekend, and I'm going to introduce myself to your list. You want to do the same thing with me? And sometimes people will say no. Not everybody is as abundant as you are. Not everybody has as much value as you do. And that sucks for them, but sorry for you. There's 10 other people waiting for you to JV with them. I think that's a question. If anybody has a question, we'll fire them off at the end. All right, yeah. If anybody does have a question on anything that was going through, just write it down and get it out at the end. I want to make sure everybody's crystal clear on this. So you have your JV partner in the beginning. Start with list syndication. Quickest, best way to start building your list right away is by having that relationship, that partner crafted. You're almost like you have your best friend, and there's a new person that moves into town, and you have a mutual friend, and then you get to know that person through another person. It's a lot easier and quicker to develop a relationship with that person because you already know them. It's the same way online. In fact, if I want to introduce you to our list, you're going to develop a relationship much quicker with me introducing you than that you trying to develop the conversation right away. So from the get-go, that first email and that first blog post or content could be just really content-rich, not a call to action, really. You could have like a little sneaky prank card at the end, like, hey, if you like what I was doing, I'm doing some more shit like this. Maybe just come over to this website. I don't know, it's up to you. Sometimes that's the best call to action. Sometimes it works much better than saying, click the button below, buy now. And we do them all the time, we do. It just depends what situation that you're in. So now that you've got a JV partner, so now that you've used each other's lists and helped each other out sharing content, what can you do next? This is where it gets really fun. Even if you're not making the money that you want right now, even if you're not living the lifestyle that you want right now, understand and believe that you have a lot of value. Sorry, I just want to hug my This is a guy who's not even 30, but has knowledge like a rock star. So definitely dig in, and we'll get some more food. And definitely pick up everyone. I'll do that. Oh, Lord. Here. Love that thing. That's a perfect example of a JV partnership. So you may not have, you may not be living the lifestyle that you want right yet, or got the results that you want right yet. Lauren, hey Lauren, yeah, please, can you ask them to turn these TVs off? Yeah. See some people watching TV instead of making you have your JV partner, and guys, if I offend you in any way, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to hear from your forward.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
will.
going to be the person that's going to be like, no, not in the butt, everything's okay, you'll get that elsewhere. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to move forward. We've done this exact stuff and we are where we are. So, right now, no matter what level that you're at, you know 99% more. You know 10,000 times more knowledge than 99% of people that come across your Facebook page, your YouTube page, come across your web, the prospect that hits your page. Do you guys believe that?
Yes.
I was weak, man. Do you guys believe that?
Yeah!
Alright. Well, I know that. I don't know everybody in here, but I know for certain everybody in here has so much value to share. Why do I know that? Because we're all in empowerment. I don't mean all in, you should be all in, because obviously the people that make all the money are all in, but I mean you're in empowerment. And the stories, the training, even in the first core commitment, the training that's in there, you could go out and build a six-figure a month business just from that, sharing that knowledge, sharing that insight. Because it's more than 99% of the people that know come across your site. So now that we're all on the same page, and we know that we have enough time to go out into the marketplace and share and create a product, why not go out and create a product with your JV partner? It doesn't have to be a product that guarantees they're going to make $10 million in a month, because realistically, the brand new person connects way easier and deeper with a person who's just a little bit more advanced than them than the guru who's making all the millions, because it's a different conversation that they're having. So if you, right now, do blogging and SEO, and you meet your JV partner today or this weekend, and they do YouTube marketing, why not get together and say, hey, you want to create a little product together? Nothing holding you back from doing that. You don't want to create this incredible $3,000 or $25,000 or $1,000 product because you're not there yet, but you can go out and create a funding proposal for yourself. You can go out and create a $5, $4, $7, $9, $12, $19 product to aid fund your marketing and to get you a buyer's list. You can do that right now. I'm giving you guys permission to do this. I think some of you needed permission to do that. I don't know why, because you have the value within yourself to do it right now. So what I would do is I'd say, hey, I'm going to shoot 3 videos on the process I use for blog posts and SEO. Doesn't have to be the most advanced shit in the world. That's why the best products in the world aren't the most advanced stuff. They're the simple stuff. That's why it works so well. So I'm the blog post person. I do blog posts every day in SEO. I'm going to shoot 3 videos that show my process for doing that. I meet Jane, who's my JV partner, and Jane knows how to shoot YouTube videos. I'm going to get Jane to create 3 videos with the exact same process of how she does hers. I'm going to bring them together, and now we have our JV product. Now, if you're sitting here right now saying, yeah, that sounds great, but how do I get it up on the site? How do I get people to pay me? Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? You're missing the point. It's never about all the little details. It's about, hey, here's something that we can create, the end result. That's awesome. Let's just do it and figure out how to get there. The reason most people in this room right now aren't living the lifestyle that they want is because you're so stuck in the details of how to upload e-web. You're stuck in the details of getting over like 100% on all your SEO things on your blog. You're stuck on when you shot a video, you were sweating, or you stumbled, or the dog ran past, or the train went past. None of that shit matters. Why do you think the #1 thing on TV right now is reality TV? Because people's lives suck so much, they'd rather watch someone else. You have value that you're able to share online in video and blog posts, and as long as you're real, and those things always happen. Real things always happen in life. Don't cut them out of your blog posts. Don't cut them out of your videos. Just let it flow. When you do that, and you are real, you are congruent, and being authentic, people will adapt and love it even 10 times more. Do not worry about all the how-tos on things. Just figure out, hey, this would be really awesome if we did this. This is the outcome that we want. Let's just go work at it and get it together. Everybody, is everybody going to do it? Are you going to move find a JV partner. I guarantee no matter what strategy you're doing, no matter if it's 10 grand, 50 grand, 80 grand a month right now, you find a JV partner at the same bar and beyond, you're going to accelerate your business tenfold, 20-fold. Who knows? I don't know. Layla and I made like an extra 380K in 2 months before Christmas, hardly working from 2 joint venture deals that we found through another joint venture from like a couple of years ago. They are unbelievably powerful. Unbelievably powerful. If you guys want to know my 3-step, you may have heard it on the call for Power the other day. If you want to hear my 3-step formula for creating the best results from every event I've ever gone to? Remember, we're pirates. So, interesting story. So when Layla and I first got started, and feel free to come closer, guys, if you're having any trouble here. When Layla and I first got started, there was an event in Orlando. We lived in Tampa. There was an event in Orlando, and this was the same week that our car broke down, so we had no car. This was the same week that, like, and you might have heard the story before, where I was sitting in front of the computer for 8 hours, just so in a hole, in bad depression, just stuck, because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to. I was so stuck in my head on the video this was this way, the video this was that way, that for 8 hours I never did anything. So I'm in this place of desperation, this emotional breakdown almost. Car's not working, all this crazy shit happened, but there's an event the next week. And of course, in network marketing and online marketing, where we're told you have to get to the event, big decisions happen at events, your life changes at events, and before you get to the event, you really don't know that. You're like, oh, I have so much going on. You start focusing on your circumstances rather than the opportunity that's in front of you. So all this shit was going down. At the end of the story, Layla and I decided to borrow money from 4 friends, some family members, just to get to Orlando to go to the event. We get to the event, and this, I'm leading up to the formula, and of course we didn't even know the formula when we went, but the formula came from what we did. So we got to the event 3 hours early, which was awesome because people were here today at 11 a.m., which was really cool. Hours before, that's awesome. We got to the event 3 hours before, and we're outside mapping out our life, basically. We're outside putting together a plan called a well-formed outcome. Write it down. Do a Google search tonight when you're on your free time. Well-formed outcome, NLP. Just Google it and learn how to do a well-formed outcome. It will completely change everything you do ever in your life. Absolutely incredible. NLP, yeah. Stands for Neuro Linguistic Programming. So we're not going down that road. Yeah, Google well-formed outcome NLP. Alicia? No. She was in the first group. I'm not going to get into that because that's like hours of content, but if you Google that and learn that and do that before you put any project together, you'll absolutely crush it. So we got to the event 3 hours early. We're sitting there mapping out our life together. We're mapping out what we need to do next. And this guy walks by. And like, you know when you're at an event and you're mingling with everybody, and then a guy or a girl walks by, you just know that they're a big shot. Not a big shot that they're talking or whatever, but when they walk in, you know, maybe you know this from before, that person looks like they got it going on. Have you guys seen a person like that before? You know, this person walked by us, and it's like the wind changed and like kind of blew me like, who's that? Didn't know who it was, didn't know their name, but walked past and I'm like, alright, that guy looks shot, looks like he's got what's going on. So I made sure that at the event, I spoke to that guy. Now, because we were in the event early, waiting in line, where did we sit? Right in front. Right in front. That's where the money is, right? We were right in the front. And guess what? Too late. He was fucking sit this time! I kid you not, but dude, the attitude I went to the university, I really wanted to see the guy. They ended up sitting next to me, or I ended up sitting next to him. Imagine that, I ended up sitting next to him. I just think it goes by the horn, create what you want. So, we're sitting there in the van, I'm leaning forward, remember, because when you're at an event, the best way to receive information is by leaning forward in your chair and being engaged about what's going on. You're ready to receive energy and information. If you're slouching back, you're like this, almost asleep, blah, 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 the energy and information is just flowing right by you, right next to me probably, because I'm just sitting there like all the time, just ready to take it. So, I'm sitting there taking all this information, and it's absolutely incredible. And then at the end of the event, you know, everything, the big hoopla, we all cheering, and then as we're walking out, I made sure that I was walking out side by side with this dude. So I spoke to this dude. And of course, he's making like a little under like $800,000 a month at this point. He goes to tell me. And obviously a guy like that has a million people that want to speak to. But because of my energy, because of the way I approached him, he stood and talked to me for about a minute and a half. Now, if I came up to him, timid, afraid to ask him something, or whatever, just didn't have that energy connection, he probably would have stuck around. But because I was like, you know what, I'm nervous, my butterflies are going crazy, I'm sweating, I'm going, he doesn't want to talk to me, why does he want to talk to me? I'm nobody, he's a big shot. But I said, fuck it, I'm going over, I'm going to talk to him. So I spoke to him, and guess what? He turned out to be the owner of a system, I'm going to name it. And we started to have this conversation, and he told me a couple of pieces of information. I went home that night. What night? That night. And implemented exactly what he said. And all he said was the name of his system and a couple of stories that had happened from the system. I went home during that day. Well, that system ended up being MLSD. A lot of you may know that. And that was the stepping stone for Layla and I to get to the next level, to where we wanted to be. Luckily, we now have Empower. We don't need to deal with any other online shit. We just have to go straight to 100% commission. So from that little conversation, but from my intentions leading up to it, Layla and I were able to take our first step on our journey, and from there we went to another event. We impressed another person who happened to be Cedric Harris. We started rolling with him, we started yelling with him. He took us to another event. We impressed another dude by the name of Mark Overson, and JB'd with him and ended up doing hundreds of thousands of dollars in years to come from that. And it all stemmed from me sweating, freaking out, butterflies going, oh my God, my breath saying, what the hell's going on? I'm going to do that shit. I'm going to walk up to him. And we had this conversation. So my 3-step formula for events to get the best you'll ever get from was: number 1,